could ride an electric lawnmower, and many did, or learn about recycling, or how to build a home that doesn't need an HVAC system, or get information on heat pumps, solar power, and energy efficiency. It was all part of the Good News Energy and Efficiency Fair, hosted and organized by the Arlington Energy Committee, that was held Saturday, June 1st, at the Arlington Common. Why call it a Good News Energy Fair? We asked Stephanie Moffett-Hines, a member of the Arlington Energy Committee.
Yeah, it's good news because I think that for a lot of people, they hear about climate change. They see things on. They're seeing the storms, they're seeing the hurricanes, they're seeing the fires. And it just you feel like retreating. I know you just want to say I don't want to pay attention to this. And yet there are so many great things happening all over the place to help address climate change. And so that's why we're calling it good news. Come here, go, all through the Watkins House, we have all the exhibitors who are showing all the things that you can do to make your house more resilient, the weatherization, all those things that we need to keep in mind, things you can do for your lawns to keep them more secure so they're not going to wash away and flooding, and just really hopeful things. We've got solar, heat pumps, all this lawn care, e-lawn care materials, this riding e-mower, which I love. There's just so much going on, and it's so joyful, and it empowers you, so you don't feel like you're just cowering like a victim, but rather, oh, okay, and this is what my community is doing, and this is what other people are doing. Oh, okay, we can do this. And you can see what your town is doing as well as your neighbors. And if you're like, well, okay, I know I want to try this. I want to maybe put a heat pump in, but how do I finance this? Well, we have two banks here who can talk about that, and the rebates. Efficiency Vermont is here. All the different ways that you can. And right now there's so many incentives. That's why I'm doing it at my house. There's so many incentives. So that's good. That's good news, indeed. Even this fair we were able to get a grant to do it.
The e-mower got a lot of attention and several test runs. Ken Carson of John's Building Supply in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, was there to explain it.
The Ego electric-powered mower, equivalent to 22 horsepower gas-powered engine, zero emissions, no carburetor, no gas, no oil, pretty close to zero maintenance. Price point's a little bit higher to get in, but your savings over a year will get you back pretty much to where you would be with a gas mower. Just great convenience. Batteries are interchangeable, as many as you want, as little as you want, and great for the environment.
There were also two presentations given inside the performance venue. One was led by Paula Camperman, the outreach coordinator for the Bennington County Solid Waste Alliance.
See these things? These are another type of takeout container. This one isn't marked. Some folks say, well, it's compostable. I can throw it in my food scrap bin along with the rest of my compostable organics. If it does not say BPI certified compostable on the container itself, it isn't accepted for composting in Vermont. Okay, especially the southern end. The southern end of Vermont, our Long Trail facility at the Bennington Transfer Station does still accept BPI certified materials with its organics. However, the northern part of the state no longer accepts BPI certified material in their organics collection. This is important to know because the organics need to be just that, organic. And we have a lot of materials that kind of look like they could be compostable, and people throw them in there, and it's not. It's a plastic fork from an event that might have some other forks that are compostable, and they all get mixed in, and then it turns into a problem. So they have banned the use of compostables, serveware in their organics collection.
Another was offered by Marcus Jones, who's developing a way to construct homes that are built to stay cool naturally without air conditioning.
That was the wall that was built during the course that I was there. It's 13 feet wide and 8 feet tall. And just like that's the interior finish of your building, that's the exterior finish, and that will last for, there's rammed earth structures that were created over 700 years ago still standing. We have additional technology that we can add into it that makes that wall very realistic that will be standing in 1,000 years from now.
Meanwhile, inside the Watkins house were several tables with information for the steady flow of visitors. And at lunchtime, State Representative Seth Bongartz gave a review of what the state has been doing legislatively to help move the needle on energy efficiency and climate change.
And then in 2023, after a few years of trying, we passed the Clean Heat Standard. And then this year, and this came through my committee, the Renewable Energy Standard that requires 100% renewable by 2035 and 20% in-state by 2030. 20% renewable in-state. We've had a goal of 10% for the last, I don't know how long, decade or more. So one of the really interesting things about the Renewable Energy Standard, I think, is that the advocates and the energy companies and the electrical companies got together over the course of the summer and fall and reached agreement. They developed the framework, actually, and what my committee really did was simply bring it to life. And so we had, I think, a really unique opportunity there because of the work that they did over the summer and fall, came to us with a proposal. And the fact that you had, and one thing that a lot of people probably don't realize is that we've got power generating companies in Vermont now that are already 100% renewable. Washington Electric is 100% renewable. And we have others that are 100% renewable. And so getting to the goal is actually quite achievable.
But if you missed it, the Manchester Energy Committee will be hosting an energy fair soon. It will be held on Saturday, June 15th at the Manchester Town Hall from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.